or boom, boom, pause. It's National Punctuation Day. Period. I have to wait for the olive. I can't do that. We share olives. I'm waiting. Semicolon. I'm waiting. I don't know if that was right, but folks, it is. It's National Punctuation Day. And my God, if you can believe it, there's a cocktail for that. There's a cocktail for that? There's a cocktail for that. There is a cocktail for that! Exclamation mark! I know. For the next 15 minutes, this is what we're going to do. Folks, we have your National Punctuation Day cocktail. Season 5, episode 29. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, anyway, let's just Blue Monkey Quarantine. The only business is monkey business.
Will this ever end?
The only business, comma, is monkey business. I can just do it all night. Well, we're going to do it just for 15 minutes. Folks, let's do this.
I fear that it will not.
It will not stop.
Pregnant pause.
Pregnant pause.
Is there a punctuation for a pregnant pause?
Oh, there is. We're going to talk about all of it tonight, folks. Uh-oh. Yes, it worked. Folks, so first question. How many people knew it was National Punctuation Day? Show of hands. 2. How many people have a t-shirt that is perfect?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Ah! Oh! She doesn't like that.
No, nobody touched that. So
I know. I saw it.
I think that was a cat related.
So, next question. How many people have a t-shirt that is perfect for National Punctuation Day? That is perfect.
Yes,
it's working.
It demands an echo.
Comma, comma, comma. I'm not going to finish the rest. I'm going to let them.
Does it count if you have to?
No.
Explain your t-shirt?
No.
That's all I have to ask.
I know. You're right. I know. I'm done. Anyway, here we are. Season 5, episode 29. Folks, for many reasons, this could be possibly, comma, the greatest quarantine cocktail show we've ever done.
I need a drink.
Period. All night long, baby. Mm. Yes! All night long. Here we go.
And most of the day.
Here's the deal.
Most of the day.
If you know anything about me, here's what you know. There are at least 3 things that I love. 1, I love a great cocktail. 2, I love when there is a twist to the cocktail of the day. 3, I don't even know what it is anymore. But when it all works, it's even better. And this one, this ties in so many ways. This is the fantastic culmination of a lot. I'll explain it as we go. But to start off, we're talking about 2004, Jeff Rubin. Jeff Rubin, not related to Paul Rubens with an S, Pee Wee Herman. Jeff Rubin decided, created, founded, I don't know, National Punctuation Day. Yes, it's a thing. So, what are we talking about here? Look, I don't care what you do. I don't know if this is the day that you go out and you decide you're going to, buy your very first copy of Strunk and White's, The Elements of Style book, so you learn punctuation. This would be a good day to do that. I mean, I don't know if you want to go out and, one of the recommendations is that when you text today, you use punctuation. I'm going to bring that back to Max, by the way. Can I do that later, Shelby? Whatever you do, here's the thing. There's so much out there. There's apostrophes. There's the dash and the hyphen, not to be confused. Parentheses and brackets. Again, not to be confused. The colon, not that one, and semicolon. My point is there's a lot of punctuation that lives in our world.
There we go.
There's a punctuation. By the way,
there's not a punctuation sound that you gave me, is
I didn't, but I'm going to give you a punctuation joke. You ready?
Hold on. Let me brace myself.
Pause.
Hold on.
Comma. What's the difference between a cat and a comma. Cat and a comma. One has claws after its paws. Oh, wait, we lost it again. You're back. This thing's going crazy. One has paws after its claws, and the other one has one has claws after its paws. It's the cat. And one has a pause after its claws. Ba-dum-pum.
Oh.
You know, I dated an apostrophe at one point in time in my life. Before Shelby. I had to break it off. Too possessive. All right, anyway, I am actually the perfect person.
There literally is no more alcohol that I can consume tonight to make this better.
I actually the perfect person.
This is why you gave me a dirty to get through this, isn't
Cheers.
it?
Oh, olive. So there is a reason I am the perfect person to do the cocktail tonight. Hold. I actually have been in a punctuation competition in my life.
What?
Yeah, I won.
Why is this a thing, and how is this a thing? And most importantly, was this in West Virginia?
I'm just telling you, I won, and I won an apostrophe. An apostrophe.
That's just so bad. So you're telling me this is the dad joke episode, is what you're telling me?
No.
Are you not sure of that?
No, it is the...
And by the way, we've had some drinks today, but we have not been day drinking enough that this is
funny
where we are.
No, this is a real thing. It is National Punctuation Day, and the cocktail that I have found is the Oxford comma cocktail. Now, let me tell you a few things. First of all, full credit right off the bat to Jeremy Ortel. Now, for the record, if anybody knows Jeremy Ortel, I actually reached out to him because I want to give him full credit. This is not like an old historical drink. This is a more recent drink. It's coming out of the Dram Bar in New York. He created it. And anyway, I just had to do it purely off of the name. The Oxford comma. You ready for this? So I told you there's three things I love. I love when there's a cocktail of the day. I love when it like fits, but there's a third thing. When there's like a double tie, double entendre, if you will, I get excited. So punctuation is one of Max's, our son, he loves it. And what's funny about it is I told him, I said, so it's his birthday yesterday. So this is a bit of a cheers to Max birthday cocktail. He's 19, he can't have a cocktail yet. But he can enjoy in the theme of the cocktail. And I told him...
You would have a cocktail if you could drink a cocktail.
He might not. But I told him, I said, do you know what day it is today? And he said, I do not. I said, it is National Punctuation Day. He smiled. I said, I have a cocktail. I'm doing the Oxford comma. I said, do you know what it is? He smiled.
And he pontificated.
He did pontificate. And I said, actually, I did not say I was doing the Oxford comma. Let me back up. I said, I am doing a drink based on the highest debated punctuation mark that we have. And he said, the Oxford comma?
And then he pontificated.
And I after I said, I love you, because who knew? Shelby, literary genius that she is, she's like, I'm not aware of the Oxford comma. Is not every comma a comma? Max said, oh, alas.
No.
'Tis not. He said, nay.
Nay.
He did say nay.
Nay.
But the Oxford comma is the most debated, highly contested literary punctuation mark that we have in our realm. What is it? So the Oxford comma is separate and apart from any comma. It is the final comma in a cereal. If I wrote the sentence that I am going to make a drink with gin, comma, Maraschino Liqueur, comma, Green Chartreuse, comma, and emergency, the comma right before the and is the Oxford comma. And there is a great, great debate whether we need it or not. And depending on what stylistic, again, if you're from the elements of style world or not, whether you use that final comma. It goes on and on. That, my friends, is the Oxford comma. That is our cocktail tonight.
Apparently, I grew up with the Oxford comma because I did not know that it was not.
You didn't know it was a choice.
I did not know that you didn't. That there are people trying to disregard said comma.
There's many people. If we had people commenting tonight, I'm sure if we raised the great debate and said, "Do you use the last comma?" there will be a debate. There will people say, "I use it," and there will people say, "I do not use it." I see flashes on the screen. People are saying they use it and don't use it.
They are not saying that at all.
Oh, boy.
They are commenting on.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let it go. Anyway, folks, here it is. For God's sakes, Paul, make the drink. It is a real drink.
Charlie Brown, comma. Charlie Woodstock only speaks in commas.
Comma. All right, so here's a cocktail tonight, folks. We are coming in coupe glasses once again. This is a stirred drink. Now, what I can tell you, what I learned about Jeremy Ortel's drink.
It does not involve eggs.
No eggs. You're lucky tonight. No eggs.
What is up with the cameras tonight?
Don't touch.
I didn't touch anything.
I know. Just hold.
Oh, it's
wait.
back again.
There it is. So anyway, you can see Shelby tonight. He wanted a stirred drink. So we're coming in, first of all, with gin. Now, the original recipe calls for a Plymouth gin. I actually thought I had, but I do not have Plymouth gin. Plymouth gin is it's one of 4 categories of gin. And it is unique because it's made in Plymouth. And it is made from a certain body of water.
Hi, Ellen. I'm going to tell you, this indicates that we do need to reboot our routers.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, we are going to go with... so Plymouth gin, though, is very close to a London Dry or any botanical gin. And we are going with Castle and Key, which we just visited.
Yes, I'm excited.
And Castle and Key, fantastic. We were there yesterday, 2 days ago.
Hey, Chris says, Colleen says she does not use the Oxford comma. Chris does not know that it was optional.
Oh!
I am with you, Chris.
It is optional.
I did not know that it was
Let
optional.
the debate begin.
But of course, Colleen would be looking for the shortcut.
All right, 2 ounces.
She will say less is more. Unless it's on the bling, and then more is more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
2 ounces of gin. Plymouth, if you have it. If not, go with a botanical, a London Dry. This is a very botanical gin.
This is from our amazing dinner the other night.
Yeah, we bought everything they had.
Well,
so
no,
2.
We did not. We left some things to come back to.
We bought everything they had.
No, we really didn't, because
right.
somebody...
2 ounces of gin. 3/4 ounce dry vermouth. So 1.5 ounces. Ooh. Heavy poured. There it is. 1.5 ounces dry vermouth. Coming in with green chartreuse. So remember, there's a green, there's a yellow. Green chartreuse is made with the sugar beet. Way back, this is like, I don't know, 1400s or something. This show's not about green chartreuse, but this is what we're using. 1/2 ounce, so 1 ounce total.
Did you ever show about chartreuse?
I don't know if I've done a show about it, but we've talked about it. Then we're coming in with, I know, it's just ignore it. Maraschino.
About this.
And then we're doing 1 teaspoon, which is a bar spoon. And we're going to do 2. Just, babe.
No, it's pausing camera. That's why I'm
1.
checking. Let's see what goes here.
Ooh, don't hit that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. Oh, you hit the first one.
Bear with here.
Hold on, folks. We're hitting a lot of different buttons.
We're just going to go here. Let's
Yeah.
see how this works.
All right. Maraschino Liqueur. And then celery bitter. So the reason Jeremy Ortel even created this is he loved the way that this celery bitters or shrub went with the Green Chartreuse. So just a dash, a couple, because we have two.
Portfolios believe in the Oxford comma.
Oh, there you go. And then, folks, this is a fun one. This is a stir. Yeah, no shake. Yeah, the aroma. Can you smell it?
I can.
Yeah, it's got a great. This is not a gentle.
Well, it's a comma.
It is.
Hard pause.
It's a very hard pause. Yeah, I think semicolon. Would that be right? I don't know.
No.
All right, there it is. Empty these. We're going. This is straight up.
That's pretty.
Long pour. We're going to come in with a little emergency, comma, because it's delicious, comma, and it saves lives. Oxford, comma, thank you. And anyway, here it is. And then garnish for this lemon, which, I do have a thing here. Who is saying what?
Paul, a semicolon, comma, a semicolon, comma, and an Oxford comma walk into a bar. Both of them had a great time. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, here we go. Boom.
That's pretty.
Right? That is a good looking little drink there. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. We have got ourselves... Hold on, I have to go help. Wait. We have things trying to load. Hold on. No. All right. We have a lot of... Sorry, pup. That was me. All right, folks, here it is. You're afraid to go to the other camera, aren't you? We're going to leave it here. Folks, here it is. Let's give it a try.
I will do.
Hit the eCam Live button.
No, actually, the whole...
I know. Hold on. I'm telling you. Coming back around.
The whole... Oh, okay. Hold on. I got it.
There you go.
Sorry, the whole screw deck went strange.
Here we go, folks. Here is our Oxford quarantine style cocktail. Oh, you're going to like it. Yes. Here's why. It's strong. It's herbal, and you're going to like it because of that herbal punch.
Well, I'm super excited to just taste something with the Castle and Key gin.
Yeah, no, this is a great gin, and it's not an over. Look at this. Can I say how beautiful this?
It smells amazing,
right?
And Colleen, as an accomplished author, the #1 bestseller on Amazon.
Damn it!
To the comma. I just need to read it out.
A lot of books. How is it? Did you try it?
It is as amazing as Colleen's #1 bestseller is.
That's hurtful.
Too
soon.
As
Chris would say, too soon. And I'll leave it at that.
But it is delicious.
It is delicious.
It's just as delicious as she is.
So, if you're going to go out and celebrate,
I will. Oh, that gin is amazing.
Yeah. So this is a great herbal cocktail. You're not doing 10 of these.
No, this is a.
It's a punch.
It's a sipper, but there's so many layers to that.
But probably one of my favorite sippers we've had in a long time.
Absolutely, 100%.
So let me leave you with this. As we talk about punctuation, hold on. We have a pause.
It's over now. Exclamation point.
It's over now.
This is.
So I'm going to share with you just a few punctuation marks that you may not be familiar with, that have not quite made it into mainstream, but they are out there. #1, the interrobang.
What?
Interrobang. So that is a question and exclamation mark. Now, if it's done properly, it's actually one thing. It's like a question mark with an exclamation mark right on top of it. And that would be like an excited question, like, are you serious? How'd I do? Good delivery?
Great delivery.
Interrobang. Boom.
I use that a lot.
Another one of my favorites that I've learned about in my 8 minutes today is the asterism. Asterism.
What?
which sounds very sexual if you think about it. Asterism. Yes, the asterism is 3 asterisks, but not just 3 asterisks. It is actually a pyramid, a asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. So like boom, boom, boom.
But you can't put that in text.
So it's rare.
How do you even notate that on, like, there's no way to put that on anything.
Hence why it's rare. But it was very popular, and it was specifically used in Hollywood for scene change. And they would use the asterism to mark a scene change. But we don't see it often anymore. And if you do see it, you typically see it as 3 asterisks in a row. Thank you very much for leading, because you can't do boom, boom, boom.
So
are you happy?
That's like a footnote. That's how we do footnotes.
It's an asterism. What are you doing? That's mine.
No, it's not.
Could be. My drink is disappearing. Now, I have a few more and then I'll be done. Hervé Barzine, all right, French guy. He actually came up with 3 punctuation marks, and these are fantastic. And I hate that we don't use these. First one he came up with was the irony mark. So this is hard to explain, but it's, if you know what the Greek sigh is, which is kind of this like line with a little like loop, like boom,
It's
boom.
an exclamation point with a smiley face in it.
It is a sigh or exclamation mark with a line in it. Anyway, it was meant to mark irony. So if you had a sentence that was ironic, you would put that at the end. Never got on.
You know why? Because most people do not know what irony is.
He came up with another one. The conviction mark. The conviction mark, which actually is funny because it looks like a cross with a period underneath it, like an exclamation mark with a line through it, was meant to be read with conviction. I will go to the store today. I don't know why I said that. I'm not going to the store at any point in time today, but that was the conviction mark. Never
That's
come
the hill
on.
you're dying on.
That's the one I picked. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Let me give you the proper one tonight. I whined my t-shirt tonight.
That would be more appropriate.
Because we could not find the comma chameleon shirt with 5 minutes to go. But we did. Now, actually, you have to give him credit, Bazine, for the third one that he tried to come out with. And it's the opposite of the conviction mark. And it is the double point. Or basically a skepticism mark.
Oh.
So, this is not great.
How did I not know there was a skeptic?
I know.
This
Well,
could be my...
it's not on your typewriter. And it's really hard to describe, but it's basically like a Z with a squeaky tail and then a dot at the bottom of it. Like, I don't even know how you would do it. It's like this and then a dot. And it's the opposite of the conviction mark. And it's meant to be like when you say something, but you're skeptical that it's really the right, like it's proper. Like, am I really going to find my shirt tonight?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, we're using these.
Custom make that one.
Yeah, we're using them all the time.
Then, yes.
Now, can I leave you with my favorite one? Favorite one.
I'm sure you will.
Not only is it my favorite one, the history of it.
Conviction.
Yeah. Are you saying, yes, share it with me? Conviction mark. I'm going to share you my favorite one I learned about tonight. Or people just have a moment is.
Chris wants to know if there is a Oxford comma before an ellipse, because he wants to discuss this.
This is beyond my pay grade. However, I will leave you with my favorite one I've learned about today, 8 minutes, it's all I got. And that is, this is coming from Harry...
Not Craddock.
Huh?
Not Craddock.
Denham? Demon?
I don't know.
Henri Demon, English printer. Here's the best part of this. This is from 1500. This isn't like last year. This isn't like in 2000, like new words making the Oxford Dictionary. 1500. He comes up with the percussion. And it is a rhetorical question mark. So it's for a rhetorical question. And basically what he wanted to do was print the question mark backwards. So instead of this, it was this, which is hard to draw on paper because I had to draw it tonight. And it's this. And it's a backwards. So it's a rhetorical, percussion.
You're butchering it.
I'm butchering it, I know.
So just keep moving.
But it was for any rhetorical question that you would ever ask, you would use that instead of a question mark. And I think that's brilliant.
So the question.
Are you serious?
Would you ever pronounce it correctly?
Well, it doesn't matter. I only have to be able to draw it properly. And I can draw it properly.
You missed the rhetorical question in that.
A lot of love here tonight, folks. Is there a lot of love here tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Backwards question mark. Anyway, there's a lot of punctuation out there. That is why we have National Punctuation Day. I feel like this is one of the best dedicated cocktail shows we've ever done. And yet at the same time, I feel like it's the worst show we've ever done at the same time.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, the irony here.
We have had...
I need the irony mark. This is the best show we've ever done. Irony. Exclamation, smiley face.
Let's go this way. All the animals have passed out.
Yeah, we tried our best. Folks, there it is. What? I give up. Period. Question mark, I give up? I'm giving up.
What's your opinion? Question mark. To the crowd.
I will say it's one of our best. Oh, can I say this?
I don't know.
Folks, we are now starting the run for the Blue Monkey Quarantina and the Cocktail Telethon of 2023.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point, yes.
With
no
conviction.
Rhetorical. With conviction, yes. Conviction mark. Cross. Period. We're doing 100 cocktails this year. Not 50. We did that. That was boring. 75. A bit of a challenge, but people were still alive. 100 cocktails. You can go online, bluemonkeyquarantina.com. We've already have orders. We have orders.
So a couple things. We need orders.
Yes.
Number two, everybody in the universe who is listening to this, who are local, not local, anybody, our big ask too is we need help.
We need people here.
We don't need you to come and things. We don't need you washing dishes. We just need the energy of people being in the room with us.
Yes.
So come camp in our basement. Come camp in the Quarantina. Join us live.
Yeah, November 11th.
We need bodies. We just need people to come be a part of this. It's an all call. It is a with conviction.
Conviction mark.
We
want you here.
We want you here.
Conviction mark.
We want you to be a part of this. Own a piece of the telethon.
You will not receive any pieces of this bar.
Oh, but they could get stuff.
Actually, so we haven't. We're not going to share the theme yet.
No.
However, there is a theme this year. No. That was a bit of a hint. But we have some great swag this year if you get a cocktail.
Shelby's doubled this in the martinis.
Yes.
But anyway.
But folks, we do need you to be here. November 11th, start at 8 p.m. Go to 8 p.m. on Sunday. I feel like we should end. We've been here long.
Yeah, 29 minutes.
29 minutes, my God.
Yeah, you've been lengthy in your diction.
I've not been pausing at the commas.
Correct.
Uh-oh. I've had a request that we need to change the day of the show because Larry will be on a cruise. Larry, you can watch the cruise.
Yeah.
Watch the show from the cruise, but yes, apparently you will not be able to attend, and that sucks. I think you need to change the date of the
cruise. Yes.
But anyway, folks, it's happening. It's coming soon. BlueMonkeyQuarantina.com. Order your cocktail today. Spaces are limited. Actually, right now they're not very limited. I mean, I think we've had 5 cocktail orders.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's awesome. Come on.
It's early. 95 to go.
Coats to kids. Coats for kids.
That's right. And if you don't remember, you don't know if you're new to the show.
Coats for kids.
We do the cocktails. so we can raise money and we can buy coats for kids, because we found out if we give cocktails to the kids, that is highly inappropriate.
Correct.
And we've gotten in trouble. So no cocktails to kids, cocktails to you. We drink them. Money, coats, kids.
But if you come
we know
here-
the order to do it. Don't worry about
And
us.
if you come and join us, you get cocktails. So come, cocktails for everybody.
All night long.
Yeah.
All right. We out?
We are out because
All
this
right.
is the longest show we've done in ages.
Folks, cheers.
It's a pregnant pause and then some.
Wait.
Yeah.
Ready?
I don't know what I'm waiting for.
We're going to leave. Good night. Cheers. Pause. Okay, now we can go. Love y'all.